Oh, good morning. It's an absolutely magnificent morning on week 11 of my training for UTMB Snowdon, and I've come here to Guildford. It's absolutely spectacular today. It's quite cold, but the sun has just come up. It's about 7 in the morning and it is absolutely amazing. Everything seems to be drying out and the legs feel really good. It really feels as if I'm beginning to build a bit of strength and power in the legs, and it's a real pleasure to come out here and run in the dry conditions. You really feel like you've earned your place on the trails when you've done your time in the winter and suddenly spring arrives. So I've got a 13k run today, and then a really big one tomorrow, a 29k run tomorrow. But today, just a quick run and then off to play golf with Ollie before he goes away to Thailand for 6 months. So that's very exciting for him. I think it's time to get going. There's a few people who seem to be camping here for the night. Oh, so I better be quiet there. They've camped overnight, it's quite exciting. And right, let's go. So here we are at the top of St Martha's Hill. What a spectacular view that is. Check that out. Oh. Lucky to be able to do this. Woohoo! Good day, good day. Good day today. Loving it. Absolutely loving it. I've invested a lot of time into this running effort, and I'd say in the middle of winter when it's raining hard and you're getting very wet, you sometimes do wonder what you're doing. But days like today, suddenly everything seems to click into place and life's good. Is it worth it? Yeah, probably. I know I keep talking about it, but I cannot get over how nice it is today. It's so good to be talking about something positive other than the rain. It seems to be rain all winter, and now it's so good to be talking about things like sunshine and dry and grip. Morning! All the dog walkers are out. No dogs are attacking me, so what more could you ask? I do think that spring and autumn are two of the best times to do running. Particularly spring. There's just signs of hope that the summer's on its way. A bit of heat on your back, but there's not too much heat. You don't have to take loads of water with you because you're sweating too much. Just the right temperature. And all the landscape is just saying to you, thank you very much. I've enjoyed all that rest. I've enjoyed all that water. Now, time to put on a show and show you what I can do. And all the birds and the flowers and the trees do their stuff. Over there is Newlands Corner. I'm just going to go up there in a minute. I'm actually so excited about this race now. It's been so much hard work so far. It really has been the best part of a year training for this thing. And the last 11 weeks, I knew it was going to be difficult. And I knew I was going to get tired. I knew I was going to get fed up around this time. And I knew I wasn't going to sleep very well. I've been waking up most days about 4 in the morning. I think there's some physiological reason why that happens to people. I think something bursts of adrenaline or something in the middle of the night. But now, on a day like today, it all seems worth it. I got something in my legs and some fitness that I can actually do something with and show to myself that I can actually run a race and not necessarily compete with other people, but just participate. You know, participate in life and do something that's good for you and life enhancing. And here we are. Whoa. Look at that. Whoa. All of these crops are starting to come up. So now it's the long climb up to the top of Newlands Corner. I even look at hills differently now. I used to see hills as a kind of enemy, something to moan about. But I look at them now and I think, oh yeah, there's a bit of fitness I can put into my legs by climbing up that hill. Right, just climbing to the top of Newlands Corner. The battery on the phone is about to die, so I'll have to say goodbye for today. But tomorrow, you shall join me on my 29-kilometre run. So thanks for joining me today, Saturday morning. I'll see you tomorrow. Well, good morning, lovely people. It's Sunday morning and I'm on the River Way. This is the first of the really quite long, challenging runs I've got to do, 29 kilometres. And we are seeing some friends down in Dunsfold, the home of the Top Gear track and home of some very old friends of ours. So today's run is really very steady all the way along the River Way. Takes me down from Send through to Guildford, then down through Shalford, and then winds its way through the Surrey countryside until finally I come to Dunsfold, and then hopefully nice Sunday lunch with a load of friends, and Nikki's going to bring me home again. So that's the plan. It's not too much elevation today, 400 metres, but just a nice steady trot along the river. Not trying to break any records today, just trying to get the distance done and get there in time for lunch. Here we are coming up to Triggs Lock. Okay, we're 1 hour into the run and 8.5k. We're just leaving the River Way behind us and going underneath the A3. So you're never very far away from a motorway in Surrey. It's either the M25, the M3 or the A3. In this case, it's the A3. I never knew this bridge existed. Ooh. Sounds quite creepy. Oh, look at this. This looks like something from World War II. Maybe this is to stop the enemy crossing the river. Look at that. Loads of things that they put on the beach to stop tanks coming up. That's weird. Anyway, onwards. Onwards we go. I've just arrived in Stoke Park in Guildford. I seem to have stumbled into a park run. I seem a little bit overdressed, to be honest. I'm a bit old for this. There's lots of youngsters running, but they happen to be on my route, so I'm gonna have to follow them around. That's it for the park run. I'll have to leave them all behind, I think. My route says I've got to go over here, back on a lonely track all by myself. Right, 11k in and we've just gone through a residential part of Guildford. And now we are heading off towards Pewley Down, which sounds very nice. And into the Surrey Hills, which is always a good shout for a trail run. Look at this. Whoa, that is beautiful. This is weird, looks like an old platform. Railway station. Morning. The railway ran through here once by the looks of it, but no more. They kept it nice though. You even got the little place for people to wait and not to catch a train. What does that say? Warning. It's hereby blah blah blah, not to trespass upon the railway. Well, I've seen some things on this run. I've seen an old disused railway. I've seen a load of World War II anti-tank blocks of concrete. I've run under the spooky A3 and I've inadvertently joined a kids fun run. So it's been a real adventure. Wow, look at that, it's a garden. Look at that, having all that stream running through, beautiful. Lucky them. Okay, we're coming up to 18k completed. Broken the back of it, but just running out of water. So probably time for a pit stop. Change of earphone. Top tip, get twice the life out of your phone if you only use one at a time. Okay, so pit stop complete, change of water, all good to go for the last 8k. Time for a quick gel. Keep the energy levels up, and get the stomach used to eating on the go. Hello pig. There you go, oink oink. All the pigs. Right, we've arrived in Dunsfold at last. It's been a 4-hour run. I got here. But of course, they would have to live up the other end of the village. So I have another 1k run to get there. But that's all good. The sun's come out and everything's good. So after 30 kilometres and 4 hours of running, we've arrived at my friend's house for Sunday lunch. So we'll call it a day there. That's the end of a good week, end of week 11, and we'll see you next week for more running.